My name is Donna. I'm going to be your nurse aide today. Can I get your name and date of birth? Wonderful. I am here to wash you up today. Is that all right? Okay, let me go ahead and pull privacy. And we say wash you up instead of saying I'm going to wash your peri area. You could also tell them you're here to wash their private area. That would work too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my hand sanitizer.
What if they say no?
What would you do if they say no?
You would ask them.
How about if I come back at a different time? Would that work? You know, offer them a different time.
What if they just don't want you to listen?
Well, they can get a different nurse aide. Your supplies, you'll need a bath blanket, 4 washcloths, 2 towels, pair of gloves, soap, and a basin. First thing I'm going to do is move the bed over because I want to be on the right hand side of the bed when I do this because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to raise the side rail opposite of me, of the side that I'm going to work on. That's a bold step. And I'm going to go ahead and raise the bed. Hopefully this doesn't scare you too much, Mrs. Martin. I'm just going to raise the bed a little bit. Make sure, again, you're always talking during a skill or during your care. I'm going to go ahead and get some warm water and then we'll get started. Now at this point I could have put my gloves on to do this too. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my gloves on. And then I'm going to put the bath blanket over top of the resident.
Where'd you get those gloves?
And then I'm going to put the side rail down and I'm going to put the bath blanket over the top of my resident. And then I'm going to ask the resident to hold that while I roll the blanket that they have down to just below their waist. And again, I want to roll things. I don't want to pull it because I'll shear their skin. And oh, I did forget I do need an underpad, a blue underpad.
There should be one. I know.
There should be
there's
one in the
there.
bedside stand.
Kenzie. Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Should be by the.
Should be on the bedpan underneath there.
No.
No, that's the brie. Oh, here. Tori got me one.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, because.
Thank you. Yeah, we should have this. We're going to put this underneath the resident. So I'm going to ask the resident to roll over. If you could roll over on your left side, I'm going to put a pad underneath you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pad, that's where it was, they didn't take it out.
Last person didn't take their pad out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath. And we'll have the resident roll back. Let's bring their head straight. And I'm going to go ahead and put the side rail up. I'm going to get rid of that because the person left it underneath there. And I'm going to put this side rail down and I'm going to ask her to kind of roll to the right a little bit while I pull the rest of the pad out. Now I'm going to bring my table closer, put my side rail back down. Remember, if the bed is raised, side rails need to be up unless you're standing on that side. If the state evaluator is here and you need to put that rail down, she can stand there in place of that rail too. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to take my washcloth and get it wet. I always wring out the excess. And remember how I showed you to fold it like this and then like this, so it's diamond shaped. You grab the bottom of the diamond where the cloths come together and leave the open flaps on this side. You're going to put some soap on here, rub the soap in, and when we do this, we are going to say that we are separating the labia with our fingers. So I'm going to separate and I'm going to go right down the middle from top to bottom. So there's one. Don't wipe this direction. This is where you bring feces from the rectum up to the urethra. So we don't want to do that. So it's always top to bottom. New surface. Open the labia. I'm going to wipe that side. New surface. I'm going to wipe this side. And then with the fourth, I'm going to wipe down the middle again. This is dirty. I can either hang it on the end of the bed or I'll hang it on here. Just make sure it doesn't touch the table or drip onto the table. I'm going to go ahead and get another washcloth wet. Make sure I wring it out good. And I'm going to rinse. Again, I'm going to separate the labia, top to bottom, new surface, top to bottom on the side, new surface, top to bottom on this side, and then once again down the middle. And I'm going to use this towel, and I'm going to dab top to bottom, get a new surface, again dab top to bottom. This is dirty, so I'm going to set it on the end of the bed. I'm going to ask my resident to roll over on the count of 3 like we did when we placed the pad in. And we're going to roll over on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure that she stays covered. I'm just going to open the flaps so that I can see the rectum. So Haley, I may need you to come around on this side so that we can get that into the video. All right. At this point then I'm going to wash in back. So I'm going to get a washcloth wet. And this will remind you of when we did the male, how we had to roll them over and do the back. So we'll put some soap on there. Then I'm going to start at the rectum and work up towards the butt crack. So I have this thing, I say rectum to crack, don't go back.
Nice.
Don't say that when you're doing the state test. That's just a saying I have to help you remember this. So start with the rectum, wipe up towards the crack. I went right down the middle. New surface, I'm going to start at the rectum and go on the left, like on the inside of the left butt cheek all the way up to the crack. Then I'm going to take a new surface. I'm going to do the right side of the butt cheek all the way to the crack, and then once more down the middle, rectum to crack. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm rinsing. I'm not going to put soap on it. Rectum to crack. Left butt cheek, right butt cheek, rectum to crack, and then down the middle again, rectum to crack. I've rinsed it off. Then I'm going to take my towel and I'm going to dry it. Using different parts of the towel. At this point then, this will go at the end of the bed. I'm going to roll the pad up, have them lie back down on their back. How are you feeling? Great. I want to make sure that you're warm enough. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the supplies here, and then I'll be back to get you situated. Since I still have my gloves on, I wanna get rid of everything that requires the gloves to be on first. So I'm going to take my linens, which in every nursing home, they consider all the linens infectious, so we'll put them in the hamper. I can come over here then and get out the pad. So if I ask her just to slightly roll over, I have pushed the pad enough that I can roll it out without pulling it. I'm going to put this into the biohazard. Then I'm going to put the soap away, take the basin, rinse it out, clean it out. Then I will dry it, and then it will stay here in the bathroom. Because not every nursing home has bedside stands that keep their basins in there. So we'll just leave this here in the bathroom. Take these off. Put them in the biohazard. I can come back now and roll the blanket off. I'm going to start to lower the bed. How are you feeling? Is there anything else I can get for you? Okay, I'm almost done here. I'm going to lower the bed and lower the side rails and take that blanket off of you. Let me straighten the bed as well. Always want to keep linens away from my uniform. Is there anything else that I can get for you right now? Let me give you the call light. Make sure you can reach that okay. I am always trying to make sure that we get all of the wrinkles out, because wrinkles can cause pressure, and pressure will cause bed sores. Got enough room for your toes? Okay, great. Let me bring this back over here for you. I'm going to take the privacy away. And then this is a skill where we actually have to do the hand washing. So I would do the actual hand washing.